In this video, I will be doing CSS Text Shadow, how to add shadow to your text in CSS. So let me start by adding the structure of HTML. So inside the HTML, I'll use header 1, hash 1, and let me use the letter or the sentence in let me use block letter or uppercase. I am a shadow text. Let me use it this way. Yeah, shadow. I'm a shadow text. Okay, let me leave it like this. Think this is okay. Then always remember to link your external CSS file to your HTML file. So do that. Use link. Then use link. I think let me use a lowercase now. Link. Enter. Then inside your href, locate the just search for the location of your external CSS file. Okay, the easiest way to do it is to use dot slash. It will restart the content of your folder. Then you select where your file, which is CSS file. So dot slash. Mine is inside CSS folder. So open the CSS folder. Here's my file style.css. Then I click enter. It's now connected. Okay, now this is the text that we give to our h1 element. So coming to since we have only one element here, I'll be using element selector. But if we have more than one, I will either use ID or class. So since I have one selector here, one element here, I'll use element selector. So I'll use hash1. I'll use hash1. Okay. Then open declaration block. Okay. So inside this place now, what I will now do here, I want to increase the size of this our text so that when we apply shadow, it can be seen very easily without any much struggling. So let's say font size. Inside this font size, let me use 5 EM and see how it looks like. It looks okay. Well, let me reduce it to 4, so it will not be too much. I think this one okay. How about 3 EM? 3 EM looks okay, but let me do 5 so it will be a little bit bolder. Okay, I think this one is okay. Okay, now let me add the property name for adding shadow is to use the word shadow and text shadow, which is text shadow, and then you put the hyphen between them. Okay, so text shadow, let's put it in text shadow hyphen shadow, text shadow. Okay, inside this text shadow now, I'll add color. Let me use, if I use black, how will it look like? Let me say black, black color, okay, black. Then I will now give the uh how do I use it? How do I say this now? Kind of it accepts about 3 parameters. It's not actually in curly braces, but immediately after you add colors. So that's 3 values. Sometimes you might add 2, but 3 will make it look more likely like a shadow. So is there that 3 input, which is the 3 argument you put, we make it looks like shadow. Okay, let's stop talking and start doing. Say 2 pixels, 2 pixels. Okay, then give space. Let's say 2 pixels again. Give space. You can see the effect on the browser. Let's say 2 pixels again. Okay, you can see the difference now. You can see the shadow, how it looks now. Okay, what if we make the center one something like, let's say 0? You can see how it looks like. Then let's say we make it 5. Okay, not let's make it 5. See how it looks like. Okay, I can actually change the color of the the shadow. Let me make the color of the shadow, let's say gray. Let me use gray. You can see this one is more like, this one looks more like shadow. It's bring out the color of shadow. Then with this one, and let me return this to 2 and see the difference. You can see how it looks like. Okay, let me use let me say let me just use, should I use let me say something like 9 here and see what will happen. Oh, this one is even more visible. So this is how to do shadow inside the CSS. So this CSS Text Shadow in CSS. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.